What am I doing here? Purpose.
In 1984, the world was completely different. The internet as we know it did not exist. Artificial intelligence was still mostly an idea from science fiction. Virtual reality belonged to the imagination of researchers and writers. Smartphones, social media, and cloud computing were decades away. But one author looked at the early days of computers and imagined something that seemed impossible. A future where humans could enter digital worlds. A future where hackers could travel through global networks. A future where artificial intelligence could become something far more powerful than a simple machine. That author was William Gibson. And the book that introduced this vision to the world was called Neuromancer, a novel that would completely change science fiction. More than 40 years later, its ideas are becoming more relevant than ever. And now, Apple is bringing this legendary story to a new generation through a television adaptation. But why is a book written in 1984 still considered one of the most important technology stories ever created? And how did one writer imagine parts of our digital future before the technology even existed? To understand that, we need to go back to the beginning. William Gibson was not a computer scientist. He was not an engineer working in a technology company. He was a writer fascinated by the relationship between humans and machines. During the early 1980s, computers were beginning to enter homes and businesses. But most people still saw computers as tools, machines used for calculations, documents, and basic tasks. Gibson imagined something much bigger. He imagined a world where computers would not just be tools, they would become environments, places where humans could communicate, work, explore, and even escape reality. This idea became the foundation of his most famous novel. Neuromancer was published in 1984, and it introduced the world to one of the most influential concepts in science fiction: cyberspace. Today, the word cyberspace feels normal. We use the internet every day. We communicate through digital networks. We store information online. We interact with artificial intelligence. But when William Gibson wrote Neuromancer, these ideas were almost impossible to imagine. He described cyberspace as a massive digital universe, a place where information was not just stored inside computers. It was something humans could enter and experience. This vision became one of the foundations of a new genre called cyberpunk. Cyberpunk is built around one powerful idea: high technology, low quality of life. It imagines futures where humanity has incredible technological abilities, but society struggles with inequality, corruption, and the consequences of rapid change. Cyberpunk worlds usually contain powerful corporations, advanced artificial intelligence, hackers, cybernetic enhancements, and massive futuristic cities. The technology is amazing, but the human world is often broken. And that contrast creates the central question of cyberpunk. What happens when technology advances faster than humanity can adapt? Neuromancer tells the story of a hacker named Case. Case is one of the most talented hackers in the world. He has the ability to enter cyberspace and manipulate digital systems. But after betraying the wrong people, he is punished. His nervous system is damaged, and he loses the ability to enter the digital world. For a hacker, this is like losing the most important part of yourself. His skills, his career, and his identity disappear. Then, he receives an unexpected offer. A mysterious employer promises to restore his abilities. But there is a condition. Case must complete one dangerous mission. A mission that will take him deeper into cyberspace than anyone has ever gone before. And what he discovers is connected to something much bigger than himself. But the reason Neuromancer became legendary is not only because of its story. It is because many of its ideas slowly became reality. Gibson imagined a connected digital world long before the internet became part of everyday life. He imagined humans depending on networks for communication, information, and identity. Today, billions of people are connected through digital systems every single day. He imagined artificial intelligence as something more than a simple program. He imagined intelligent systems with their own goals and abilities. Today, artificial intelligence can write code, create images, analyze information, and assist humans in solving complex problems. The future Gibson imagined is no longer just fiction. Parts of it are already here.
See you on the other side, Jack.